At Chipotle, we also have a playlist. Guacamole as it's being hand-mashed. The sizzle of adobo chicken on the grill. The chopping of onions and cilantro. We call our playlist Real. Order now. Chipotle. For real.
Hellmann's believes they can turn any mayo hater into a lover. So, if you know someone who thinks mayo equals bland, show their taste buds the truth and challenge them to try Hellmann's flavored mayo. With irresistible flavors like Hellmann's spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chipotle, and Italian herb, they'll be eating their words. Challenge haters to try Hellmann's flavored mayo and get them to eat their words. Learn more at hellmanns.com/eatyourwords.
We may live over 5,000 miles from Lincoln Financial Field, but what we lack in proximity, we make up for in film study. And each and every week, we'll be bringing you in-depth film breakdowns from across the pond and the Sooner State. Welcome to On the Shane page. I am your host, Shane Haff. You can give me a follow on Twitter at ShaneHaffNFL. And I'm joined, as always, by BGN's own film guru. It's Jonny Page. Give him a follow on Twitter at JohnnyPage9. Johnny, how you doing?
All good. A free show, followed by a Patreon show, which is good fun. Yeah, I like doing this because I like having takes on players. And I always feel like it's a very easy way of everyone just getting an idea of who we traded for. I think we both agreed that Metchie will probably make the roster. So let's not waste too much time. We've done the waffle on the free show. I've given the great fun about my wonderful day. So if the film's crap, I'll probably call it out because I'm in that kind of mood. I'll just very quickly, Shane, give you... I wasn't drafting as heavily or scouting as heavily, but I really liked Metchie. I had him in like my tier 3, tier 1, Traylon Burks, we don't talk about that, and a few others like Jameson Williams and Drake London. Then I had like Dotson, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson in tier 2, and then Watson was like, Metchie was like top of my tier 3 along with like Christian Watson, George Pickens. Like I liked Metchie, Alex Pierce, Shakir. I was a Metchie guy. I thought he was a really good route runner, and we'll see if the tape backs this up. Like, really understood how to get open. Classic, like, Alabama receiver, seemed to know what he was doing. Quite explosive, quite pro-ready, good hands. The problem was he tore his ACL in December, which was a problem. He was quite small, a little bit like Devontae Smith, actually. Light, 187, over the traffic in the middle, could struggle, get overwhelmed by physical cornerbacks, doesn't want him to face press. I thought he was like a top complementary receiver. Not the guy, but I had like second round, like someone you want on your offense. Unfortunately, for many that are not aware, he didn't just tear his ACL when he entered the league. He also battled back with leukemia, and he missed his whole rookie season with it. So he's been a bit of a tough player to track. And obviously I'm glad that he's here now because he's a guy I've always rooted for, but he hasn't really done a lot in the league. Tearing your ACL, then getting leukemia is obviously extremely challenging, but there's a talented player there, Shane. He was an early round pick. I can't remember when he was actually picked in the end. Was it second round?
Yeah, he went 40th.
Yeah, so and that's after tearing your ACL in December. So you could argue late first round talent, if not. So I'm sort of interested by this. I don't watch the Texans much. I have no idea what Metchie's done in the league. I'm rooting for him big time. So I'm hoping that I come away positive from this one. But obviously we're not going to lie. It may be that this is just a wide receiver 5 and Harrison Bryant wasn't making the roster and they just swung a late round pick to give them a little bit of insurance. But let's see what we think, because there was a talented player in there. Sometimes
2022 was the first year I did a public big board for the Painted Lions back in the day, and I don't have my scouting reports for this year. I lost them when the site went down, but he was my wide receiver 10. I had him at 53 overall on my big board. So.
He was 10 for me as well. It must have been very similar.
Yeah.
I think after his ACL, his actually injuries history has been okay. I don't think his injury history has been a huge problem, except for obviously the illness. But per injury history, the website I'm on now, he's had like a couple of minor things and missed a game, but it's not actually been a massive problem. So the Texans have got a good offense, or they did have a good offense before they all went to disaster, their offensive line, but they did have quite a few targets. So maybe it's one of those things that he was in a crowded room and couldn't break through, but I will try not to give any opinions before we actually watch because it may change very quickly. So let's have a look.
So this video is in Patreon. So if you're a podcast listener, there's video playing that we're watching and talking about what we're seeing, and it's going to be best consumed in a video format, but that is on our Patreon, so you can check that out at patreon.com/ontheshane page. You can grab a free 1-week trial and check it out along with a lot of other content we have, and we're pretty confident you'll decide you'll want to stay, but if not, we at least wanted you guys to be able to hear our audio thoughts, even if we can't really post the video out publicly. So he's number 8 at the top of the screen here. I've got my cursor on him if viewers can see that. So we can just watch and see. Okay,
I would guess that's what you want to see. Like, nothing. Yeah, I don't think you'll see him at X very often. I think he's much more of he's a bit of a Dotson guy, really. He reminds me a little bit of
You
Dotson.
say as he's lined up as the X on display?
Was this last year? It is last year, isn't it? Yeah,
that's a not very good route, but
it's a hospital ball as well, isn't it? We'll replay a couple if we want to see them, but yeah, that was it was a tough throw by Stroud, man.
And he's the X again.
Yeah, interesting. Just as I said.
Little scrape route. The Eagles run that a lot.
Mm.
Or they used to run that a lot, I guess, with Dallas Goedert.
You always realise when you watch film how much there's a difference in what like the big boys, the really, really top ones, are asked to do. Is he on the line here or is he off the line?
Yeah, bottom of the screen, on the line again.
Yeah.
So scramble drill basically here.
Yeah, that was really nice. Did he catch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a really good rep. Do you want to watch that one again? I don't know if I'll be too late. Don't worry if it goes back.
What's the hotkey to go back? Is it W?
If N is next.
It's W. I think R is next.
Oh, okay, maybe. Oh, he's bottled it.
Was...
Told you, you're watching the NFL Pro. I actually have a list of all of them somewhere. Scroll up to God, this is proper Patreon stuff. I have a document with all of the
there we go.
The keys.
I'm back. We're back.
I thought this was good. I thought, firstly, you can see he's quite fluid. He's looks like a pretty nice runner. I think he's actually not in the worst position here. I think he comes back to the ball okay. I think there he does well as well. Yeah. And that's also a really nice catch. So I like that play. That's good. The Eagles are routinely terrible in scramble situations. Also a beautiful throw by Stroud, it must be said.
Hey, he's off the line now.
Woohoo.
And it's
he's
screen
doing so
pass.
rubbish. Yeah,
now, if there's ever something the Eagles can use him to do, it's lose 2 yards on screen passes.
He's made for us.
Did they just try to run a bubble screen to an outside receiver?
Yeah, and then bring back Kellen Moore, Brian Johnson, and we're cooking.
Throw that in the garbage.
Or steal it for next year.
Yeah, either way.
Outright, I guess. No, where is it? Over there. Good spot.
I don't know it. It's a new game, so what he's wearing changed.
Oh, no, I totally missed that.
So he was the slot here, it looks like.
He was slot, yeah.
So this is him right here. It's a crossing route.
Oh, he's burned him.
Yeah, burned him. Bad throw.
Was that Stroud?
Yep.
That was a rough miss. He burned him there, didn't he? That was a lovely route.
But C.J. Stroud's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, it's not belittle Stroud too much because he's probably going to end up being awesome.
Okay, he gets... Well,
okay, did Stroud miss again? Or did he, this was an interesting one because he ran the route really lackadaisical. I don't know if it was almost deliberate, like he was always coming back in, but it's God, I'd love to see a non-All-22 angle of this. What a weird play. He sort of jogs this, doesn't he? Like, he's not exactly busting a gut.
He's on the back side, so it's like a second reaction, I feel like, to try to get open there.
I think it's a bad throw. I wasn't sure he sort of, I won't say bottled it, but got scared of the hit. But you can see he moves well. After watching Terrace Marshall, you can see he's 50 times more fluid than he is.
I think this is him right here.
So far, we've seen some port. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Interesting. He moves well.
Sorry, we were watching the wrong guy.
Oh, no. Who are we watching? No, I don't know.
It's this guy.
Oh, I think I was watching him. You showing the... Oh, no, I wasn't. That's sad.
Yeah, I was watching the deep corner.
Sad. I like with deep corner.
So nothing special there. He's just kind of the check down to the flat. He keeps changing each game whether he's wearing long sleeves or not, and it's messing me up on the All-22 view. So now he's at the bottom off the line, I think.
That was Tank Dell, by the way, so no wonder I liked it. Because Tank Dell's awesome when he's injured.
I'm watching the wrong guy again. Johnny, help me.
Right.
Top of the screen. White gloves. He's wearing white gloves.
He loves changing.
This game. Oh, I was still watching the wrong guy.
Shane's ruined the video. He's now made me watch the wrong player twice.
I just realized I said he's watching.
This is
He's
why
wearing
you pay
white
the money
gloves.
for the Patreon people. There's two
He's wearing white
gloves.
gloves as long as three guys aren't wearing
The other
them.
receiver at the left's wearing white gloves. Sharp out gloves. 3 of them.
Yeah, but
Although
he's bigger, so you can
he's
tell.
also,
It's not him.
he looks like a tight end, yeah.
He got the white towel. White gloves, white towel. That's what we're looking at here. He's good at working back to open spots.
Yeah, he is.
Which, it's worth saying, requires being on the same page with your quarterback,
which is tough.
Which is something that's going to be hard coming in this late. But
it's not always Hurt's best moments, those kind of throws either, are they?
So right here, white towel, or right here, one of those two. This one.
Oh, he's wide open.
Now there's 2 guys with white towels.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those plays at like 25 yards. You're like, brilliant, but you're like, there's not really much to learn about him. That was just scheme play.
Yeah.
Very few actual snaps in the game do you really see what someone's got. A lot of time it's scheme, and then you need a few plays to really see what they can do.
Did he catch that? That's a nice catch.
That's really good. That's really good.
Let's watch that one again. Nice route here. Threatens the outside leverage corner and snaps it off to the middle. I always thought it
was very nuanced when I watched him. There's like a tiny little movement inside. By the way, we're not watching. Yeah, we're watching every target, so not just receptions here. That's
a nice catch in traffic.
Yep.
He doesn't end up eating a big hit there.
No, he doesn't. I think the safety was nice to him. The safety saw the target and money from his paycheck being taken away live and thought, it's not 1990. I'm not going to kill this guy coming over the middle of the field.
That was a really good block. And then working to the ball. I like that. Like, he's blocking a defensive end here to allow Stroud to get outside, and then he releases up the field.
Yeah.
And Stroud misses him.
Yeah.
Granted, there's a guy right in his face, but
I haven't checked like any of the statistical numbers on him except for standard stuff, but so far he looks like he moves pretty well.
That's a nice little slant route too.
Yeah, how did he get off? Sorry, I was trying to figure out who I was watching again.
I've circled him.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I circled the wrong guy about half the time.
Does he not feel like plays quite a similar role to Dotson? Is that not what you'd want to use Dotson as well? Like they both feel like great complementary pieces.
Yeah. Okay, we switched games again. We got to find him.
That was a good game for what it's worth.
He's up top, I think, because that's number 3.
If he can play like that more, it'd be great. Yeah. He's got a good understanding of depth of zone coverage, hasn't he? He seems to, I know it's an easy route and there's no one there, but you feel like he finds the void well, like he cuts at the right time. You've seen nothing after the catch. But there also hasn't been an obvious chance for him to make it, but he's gone down on first hit. It's like Zach Ertz out there. The guy gets hit, he goes down so far, but he looks very fluid to me. Just as an athlete, it's been an interesting chance because he might have a chance to break it.
He can't be awful after the catch because they keep trying to throw him screen passes.
Yeah, maybe. He moves well. He moves like I remember from college. I always thought he was very fluid. Not necessarily explosive vertically. Give it a trim. Yeah. Made the guy miss.
I feel like he does a really good job improvising. Like
this
is a slant route, and he sees the quarterback break the pocket to the right, and he stops and gets back to the sideline. Like, right now, he's open, but he sees his quarterback is in trouble and moving to the right, and so he moves right with him.
I think the question of how much will do that is, I don't think that's Hurts and the Eagles receivers' best part of their game.
Yeah.
But he looks good. He looks good doing it. You are bang on. Just not used very much, is he? Interesting that, I mean, they've got a lot of talent. Collins, Dell, they've got players that can play. That was wide open. That was late. Take the hit. Did you keep it? Yeah, he seems to be able to catch under traffic still, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He caught that.
Not bad. I don't know which one he is.
I think he's on the
top of the screen.
He's free, isn't he? He's on the right-hand side. Oh, no, he's not.
Yeah. Oh, interception.
Sorry, not free. That's Dell again. 8. Yeah, was that on him? Is this one over here where he actually did improvise? Did he stop the route early? Did he feel any? Lord, that's a throw.
That seems like a bad throw. I mean, he's just turns and presents himself. But they're just not on the
different
same
pages.
page.
Yeah, I was going to say you can blame Stroud, but that's one of those where depends.
They're either
who you
on
wanna
the
blame.
wrong. They're just on different pages, or it's a bad throw by Stroud. But you can't say for sure because the ball's out before Metchie turns.
Yeah.
I think this is him at the top of the screen. Yeah, corner route. Doesn't bring that one in.
Oh, I didn't think he bent that enough. I wonder if he got too. Did he get too vertical? I'm trying to see what the concept was. Was he trying to stretch him, the safety?
Bench.
I think he needs to cut that harder.
Yeah.
He drifts it big time. Yeah, he makes that too easy for the safety. It's a good play by the safety, but that's a disappointing one because that's something I think he'd be good at as well. I talk about the nuances of the route. I think he let that one go a little bit lackadaisical. There was space there for him to work through.
He continues to work on.
Yeah, he's really good outside of structure, isn't he? He's really good. He's almost half his
open on the out route.
Seem to come. He doesn't go
still
vertical.
Open.
He's looking at who else is like where they're going. He's trying to not get in other people's way. Stroud's good at it as well.
He was open 4 times on that play.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair, you mentioned that's something the Eagles have been bad at.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just something he provides. Like is the best scramble drill receiver they've had in recent years Olamide Zaccheaus?
That's nice.
It might be.
He seems like a hands catcher. Seems like he catches the ball pretty comfortably. When we get to the end, we'll watch a few more minutes and then I'll bring up some very brief numbers on him. But so far, we haven't really seen any obvious horrendous drop rate issues. I think we've seen much more of what I thought he'd look like, by the way. The first few snaps were just suddenly playing X all the time, and I was like, yeah, that's good. I don't know what down and distance is that. What does it say at the bottom, what down and distance is? I'd be intrigued to know, because that will judge my opinion of how good that play was.
It doesn't.
No worries. Because I think he got down well there. If that was like a need to get it, then that was good. What was it?
It was 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, fine. Yeah, 7 yards. Fine. I thought we did a good job sometimes avoiding contact. You can't all be A.J. Brown. You can't all take a slant and hit someone. Sometimes get down.
That's like the possession catch in Madden. Just fall down so you don't get decapitated.
The interesting thing is that the Eagles receivers 2, 3, and 4 all seem like they're all like Smith, Dotson, and Metchie. He's really, really good at understanding where soft zones are.
Yeah.
It's interesting we're watching targets only here, and we haven't seen many straight up man coverage targets, which is where you need to watch full games, because maybe that tells you something that against man, although he's against man here. And did he?
Nope.
No.
Out of bounds.
I was going to say maybe that's a weakness. Maybe.
That's a good weakness to have, because the Eagles have plenty of man beaters.
Yeah,
but
he
where
feels
they've
much more like a zone guy.
Yeah, where they've struggled at times is zone, so maybe he gives you that. But so out route against man coverage here, 2nd and goal from the 5. He doesn't push enough vertically. That's not a very good route, to be honest. Like, he needs to push this to the goal line before he snaps it off.
Yeah.
He's already getting outside 3 yards from the goal line.
Yeah, so far the best trait has definitely been the ability to find zones outside of structure. And there's something the Eagles don't do very well. So you could look at it one way and say, brilliant, the Eagles got something they don't have. But you could look at the other way and go, but it's not really a strength of the Eagles in general. Hurts is more likely to take off. The play breaks down as well. He's going to do it again, isn't he? He's going to do it again. That was tough. That
was on the hands.
He's really good, though, at finding soft zone chains. And like, him and Stroud had it's interesting where they let him go. They must have some depth to get Harrison Bryant. I mean, him and Stroud look like they're really on the same page. He sort of moaned at Stroud there like it could have been a better throw. Or maybe he's moaning himself, actually. Maybe he's moaning himself. He could have called that one. For what it's worth, what game was that, Shane? Just out of interest, what team was it?
That was...
Because PFF only had him down for 1 drop. I wonder if they had him down for that drop.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, that's the only drop they had him down as last year, for what it's worth. So he had a drop rate of 3% last year. That was the only drop in 46 targets that they had him down for.
Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want, Tire Rack makes it easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and the best selection of hand-cooked tires. Go to TireRack.com to see their hand-cooked test results, tire ratings, and reviews, and be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
All right. Top of the screen.
I say
like
we're
he's
probably
getting-
safe, Shane, just to do 24 film. I think we'll get enough.
Yeah.
I don't think... Come on, better hit. I was looking at the wrong side.
I was too.
Totally wide open at the top.
I thought he was so he's in
He's
the
in the
backfield.
backfield.
Wait, where is he? Oh no, he's like tight end almost here. Chips releases to the flat.
Yeah, good catch.
He did fumble.
They called it
But
fumble.
he was out of bounds.
But I think he was out of bounds, yeah. I'm intrigued to know how he lines up with Dotson, because they feel like similar-ish profiles. Neither of them are burners deep. Neither of them are yak guys. Neither of them are X's. They both seem quite similar profile-wise. Go on, put the Jets on. Go. Yeah, that's where the Texans sucked last year. I think he's got more of that than we've seen in the video. I think he's got... Obviously, I can't back it up, but from when I watched him in college, he had a little bit more... But I don't think he had it with the Texans. He wasn't used deep very, very long. Looking at his longest catch most games, is very rarely anything above 25, 30.
Yeah. Man, it's really hard to tell who he is pre-snap sometimes. It's so much easier to tell Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown apart.
But still, God, NFL Pro's good. Do you know how long this would take me to do film analysis for BGN like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I'd have to download like 4 full games and skipping plays. He wasn't there.
Yeah, man coverage again
Yeah,
at the
that's
goal line,
where I
and
think-
he gets locked up.
Yeah, I think he's like one of those players in shorts, probably looks awesome, like nifty, but you've got to be physical, your hands. I mentioned about press coverage at the start. Like, I think movement's fine there, but you've got to get off and extend. I don't think that's him. I think in that situation, you go to AJ Brown, you go to Dallas Goddard. If you're getting tight man press coverage on the goal line, he's probably not someone you want to use.
Yeah, and the good thing is the Eagles have 3 better options anyways in those situations.
Yeah, he's really, really good, it seems to me, at like deep in, coming across the field. He looks like he knows where to go. And it'd be interesting to see how Hurts and him get on the same, well, they might not get on the same page, but him and Stroud just know what they're doing, don't they? They seem to be very in sync. He'll slow down if he knows he's running into a safety. He'll speed up if he knows he has to. Another catch in the middle of the field. Yeah,
That's
you'd have to
another man
say
coverage
there's not
rep.
much outside the numbers, Shane, is there? Let's be honest. Look at how this Eagles offense is put together. He feels like quite a bad match in some ways, but then in other ways, as I said to you at the start, maybe that's what the Eagles want. Someone that can give them something different.
Yeah, I was going to say he's great at 2 things the Eagles never do, improvising and throwing between the hashes.
Like, that's where he's good. And look at him come back. That's really good if he catches that. That's really good, because Stroud's late on that. It's not Stroud's fault, that's protection. He gets so far back.
Instead of stopping, he comes up the sideline.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is his Chargers now? Yeah, we're in wild card now from this year, I believe.
I think this is only a regular season.
Fair enough.
This is Houston. No, wait. They're Houston. They're wearing the throwbacks. Wait, who is wearing the throwbacks? It was the Houston Oilers. How are the Houston Texans playing the Houston Oilers? It's the Titans, I guess.
Titans, yeah, week 18. It'll be
Okay,
Titans,
gosh,
week 18.
that's confusing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, they're wearing the throwbacks. Wait, it's the defense. Okay, so they're playing the Titans. Yeah, that's good. That's so good. Like, he can beat man coverage. It just can't. It's got to be downfield, because this is man coverage.
Yeah.
But he gets to push it vertically and then break it off.
He's really good at breaking stuff in. I don't know how he's going to mesh with this offense, but the Eagles have obviously watched him and think he can. But the Eagles throw a heavy proportion of throws outside the numbers, and I would love to know His numbers catching outside cannot be particularly sort of complementary to what the Eagles do. Again,
That's
middle.
a good route.
They give that a fumble or a drop.
Incomplete.
Interesting, but didn't give that a drop on PFF.
Oh, this is the backup quarterback too, Davis Mills.
Even better. Yeah, he's not a catch and traffic guy. He's not a go up and get it. He's not a single high let it flyer. He's a clever, crafty, find spaces against zone. You need an intelligent quarterback to work with him. They need to be on the same page. That was cool though. Just really quickly, because I pulled up some numbers from, he's obviously only done 2 years in terms of PFF numbers. I don't really care about their grades very much, but 60 and 58, like fine. This last year, 186 snaps in the slot, 128 out wide. His rookie year, his first year, not his rookie year, but his first year, he was 60% out wide. So they put him out wide a lot less last year, played him more in the slot, which I think was better. Only 75 yards after the catch, Shane, 2.5 yards after the catch per reception, which doesn't feel particularly high. Average depth of target of 9.3. It's very low. One drop. Contested catch situations, no contested catches in 2023, not one. 7 last year and 12 attempts. Couple of fumbles, which are worth noting. We saw 2. He had 2 fumbles last year. So he feels like quite an easy profile, but the stats match the picture. He's not a contested catch guy. He's not an outside of numbers, go up and get it guy. He feels like a slot only, finds off zones. I think he's different. He's significantly different to Johnny Wilson. He feels a bit like Dotson profile-wise, which is maybe something to watch out for if a team does go after Dotson. I'd sort of understand it if the Eagles were going to move on and replace him with Metchie, because they're similar. But I like him. I like the profile. I think he's going to be receiver 3 or 4. I don't think he's going to be like, I think he'll play. I think he's a very, very different profile to Johnny Wilson, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like in every way. I guess that's the only thing I'd have is like, is he too similar to Dotson in terms of how they play? But who knows? Any big other takeaways? Any final thoughts?
I was looking at some of his numbers in NFL Pro. It looks like he had 0 receptions and only 2 targets of 20-plus air yards last year.
Yeah, there's nothing down the field, is there?
Yeah, and then alignment, he ran 90 routes out wide, 130 routes from the slot, 10 tight. Route type, he ran 101 in-breaking routes, 88 vertical routes, 44 out-breaking routes, and 7 screens. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. He only had 3 receptions on tight window throws, 37% catch rate. So not a contested catch guy, a tight window guy. Although he did have a few options of that I thought we saw. Let's see, is there anything else interesting? Motion. He went in motion and ran 28 routes versus the blitz. He was only targeted 9 times against the blitz. Yeah, I think that's about all that's interesting.
I guess anything, I'm looking at Dotson's numbers now, so how they compare. Dotson actually played more out wide than you think, 67% out wide last year. Dotson only had 90 yards after the catch as well, but that's still more yards after the catch per reception. Dotson's ADOT last year was 10. With Washington, his rookie year, it was 15.4. It was 10 last year, and as I mentioned, Metchie's was 9. So similar average depth of target. Going back to my point, they felt like they were used somewhat similarly. Yeah, man, Dotson's numbers last year were pretty poor, weren't they? To say the least, when you look at them. Interesting, Dotson played 67% out wide. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting one. I like the look of him, to be honest with you. I quite like that. I felt like that was quite a good film review. I feel like he looks like a useful player considering you gave up Harrison Bryant and jumped up around. Like, why not? If maybe he was going to play a lot more wide receivers this year, Shane. I'm going to give up with tight end because they've only got 1. And you're going to see a lot of 11 personnel, maybe even. At times, if Goddard needs a rest on passing downs, you might see 4 receivers out there. Who knows? But I think he can play. I think he will play. Might only be 30-40% of the snaps at the start, but I think he will play some snaps. I reckon we should leave it there.
Yeah, I think that's about it. He's going to have a nice scramble drill play at some point that we're going to rave about on a film show. It will be a lot of fun. But there you have it. I like him. I think he'll make this roster, I'm pretty sure. I think you'll see him play this year. I would imagine he's probably like your wide receiver 4 or 5. depending on how much they want to use like Johnny Wilson as a power slot to block versus use Metchie as a receiver. But I would imagine he's 4th or 5th in terms of snaps among Eagles receivers, barring injuries. So that's kind of what I think. And, hopefully he's able to find that chemistry with Hurts, because it did seem like he was really good at sitting down and improvising and things, but that does take some chemistry, and we know that can be difficult sometimes. It takes some time, especially with Hurts, to earn that. So hopefully they're able to hit it off and he can make an impact this year.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I love these film reviews. It's always nice to know who the Eagles have got this year before you actually, before you see them.
NFL Pro is so much fun.
Oh my God, it's so good.
So, all right, well, we're going to get out of here. And again, if you're listening on audio platforms, this video is on our Patreon if you want to watch and see the things we were talking about. $5 a month, but the first week is free. So come subscribe, check it out. We think you'll stick around. We're going to have a lot of great content pumped into the Patreon this year. So it's a great way to support our work, chat with us in Discord, and also get a lot of cool bonus content along the way, just like this. So that's going to do it for this one, and we will catch you guys next time.